Hello, dear students. Today we'll start the part third, that is the last part of the chapter, the rat trap. Please listen to the explanation carefully and clear your doubts. Students, in the previous session, we read that how the peddler changed the way through the woods, got trapped in the forest, then reached the iron mill. Then he got misunderstood as Nils Olof by the iron master, who then invited him to his home for Christmas feast. But the peddler refused the invitation. Now, let's see what happened next. So, after half an hour, the iron master sent his daughter, thinking that she had better persuading powers. A humble but a very shy girl entered the mill with her attendant carrying fur coat. When she went to the peddler, she found the man alarmed, and he got shocked and jumped up. Then she introduced herself as Edla Wilmenson and tried to comfort him. She explained that she came to take him home with her father's permission. But she somehow sensed that his fear conveyed that he was either a thief on the run or an escaped prisoner. Still, she was very friendly and kind to the peddler and wanted him to stay with them just for the Christmas Eve. Next, the peddler felt confidence, believed her, and accepted the invitation. He wore the fur coat and went along with her. He now felt guilty and cursed himself for stealing the crofter's money. The money was a bait, as I told you before, which had led him into a trap. The next day was the Christmas Eve. The iron master was happy that he would be spending his time with an old friend. He told Edla that they needed to feed him well and provide him better business than selling rat traps. Edla said that she was doubtful about the peddler as he didn't display the slightest sign of being educated. Hearing this, the iron master told her to have patience, as it may be due to his bad condition, and also added that the man would behave differently after getting clean and dressed up. So, meanwhile the discussion was going on, the peddler entered the room. He was now well groomed, as he had bathed and his hair had been cut. He was wearing clothes and shoes of the iron master. Next, let's see what happened. The iron master seemed very angry to see his well-groomed guest, as he realized that the tramp was no friend of his. He understood that he mistook the peddler as his old companion. He shouted and demanded an explanation. The peddler made no attempt to deceive them any longer. He explained that he should not be blamed, as he never said to the iron master that he was Nils Olof. He said that he had even begged for not coming to Manor House and be allowed to stay in the forge. He said that he had not harmed anyone and was ready to wear his rags again and go away. The iron master said that the peddler had not been very honest and he would take him to the sheriff. Then the peddler got agitated and so enraged that he struck the table with his fist. He said that the world was a big rat trap and the good things were a bait to trap. Apart from this, he said to the iron master that the iron master would also be tempted to touch the bait one day, and that day he would be doomed. The iron master started laughing but did not like Peddler's words. He decided not to call the sheriff but asked the peddler to leave at once. Next, Edla stopped the peddler, as she wanted him to stay back and went against her father's will. She explained to her father that the peddler didn't have any house and was turned out from everywhere. She felt that they had promised the peddler happiness and peace on the Christmas, and it would be wrong to send him away. She further added that the peddler must have been through bad times, as he was always chased away. He could not even sleep unafraid. The ironmaster gave in and said that she had good convincing powers, even better than the priest's. But also, he warned her on the other hand so that she would not regret later on. After that, Edla offered him the food. The peddler didn't utter a single word and just ate. He was surprised by the gesture of Edla. After that, the peddler slept soundly and just woke once or twice to have food. But besides that, he only slept, as if he had never slept so peacefully or safely. Next, the family woke him up as they had to light up the Christmas tree. He stood there blinking and after that went to sleep again. Finally, they called him for the Christmas dinner. After the dinner, he thanked everyone. Edla gifted him the suit that he was wearing as a Christmas present. She even invited him to be with them for the next Christmas Eve. The peddler had no answer and he just stared at Edla with surprise. Next morning, the ironmaster and Edla went to the church for Christmas service, leaving the peddler at home as he was sleeping. They returned home and Edla was very sad. They came to know that a rat trap seller had stolen the money from the old crofter and realized that he was the same man whom they had over as a guest. The ironmaster was furious at his daughter as it was she who insisted to give shelter to him. He thought that by the time they would reach, the peddler would have escaped with all their silver and other valuables. On reaching home, he inquired the valet about the peddler and his presence and told him that he was a thief. Next, the valet told him that the fellow had left and had not taken anything with him. Instead, he had left a small Christmas present for Miss Edla Wilmanson. Edla opened the gift that was so roughly packed that she guessed easily that what was inside it. She found a rat trap, and in the rat trap were 3 wrinkled 10-kroner notes and a letter. The vagabond had thanked her and had written that she had treated him like a real captain. He also wanted to be nice to her and gifted her the rat trap and requested her to return the stolen money to the crofter. He further added that he would not have been able to escape the rat trap if she had not raised his status from that of a peddler to that of a captain. He even signed the letter as Captain Wonsdale. So dear students, the explanation of full chapter is completed. Now it's your turn to clear your doubts. Thank you.